I'm in there.
All right, all right. So we're live now. I'm here talking to a recent person I met. Can you introduce yourself very quick?
Yes, my name is Dennis Blake, and I'm staying in Houston right now, but originally from the Caribbean, West Indian, so contact already. But love internet marketing. Started off like most people in network marketing space. Actually, my story really started off as an entrepreneur, so I used to like hand paint T-shirts and stuff like that. Um, trying to figure it all out in marketing. And I remember having a conversation with someone, and it was like a business opportunity. So I never was the type of person to think that something was a scam. And I want to say he was like a Global Resorts Network, and at the time I didn't even have the funds for it or anything like that. And I was telling him, well, I really want to, at that moment in time, I was trying, to get my T-shirts out to the marketplace. And he said, whatever you do, this is the best advice I can give you, is take time to learn marketing. And I have to say that was like the most valuable piece of information someone has ever given me, because if you don't have a way to market your products, no one will see you, right? And so you have to basically learn how to create some noise in the marketplace, and that's really it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I
So
just have a passion for it since then.
it shows, it really shows through how you communicate, and yeah, it's pretty cool to meet people like that. Like I kind of feed off your energy, like you just kind of like somebody's like feeling sleepy or down, you kind of like wake them up, like
Yeah, I
that's good.
appreciate it. I really, really, really appreciate that, because that's really how I feel. It's like if you can just like really own your craft, and that's really what it really comes down to. I think what happens in a marketplace is that people come in into like business opportunities, right? And they're like, oh, I have this product, and I'm talking to my friends and family, that's not working. But I've really seen a shift in the marketplace in terms of, if you're going to take your product, your services online, you're trying to get it out into the marketplace, is going to take a little bit more than you being a glorified sales rep. Maybe that worked in the 80s, but in 2017, that's not working anymore. As you see, like everybody using these old strategies, even down to sending people to a phone call. If you don't have any type of posture, if you're not creating any content, it's going to be very, very difficult, because and I don't even think I'll share this video with like most people, but it's so crazy, because when people don't embrace the internet, like when a company just launches, you want to be there, you want to be visible, because this is what's going to happen. Everybody goes to these meetings, they get pumped up, and you got some skeptics in the room, okay? And then there's this like one person, well, I'm going to research it, right? So whatever they find, and usually they'll come across a blog, or they'll come across a video, right? That's going to be either for or against this company. And this is exactly where your leads are going. So it's like you're telling people to jump on a call, you have no way of tracking it. Because they might find somebody else in you, right? Or there might be another business opportunity. They collect that person's name and email, and now they just got your prospect and building a relationship with your prospect. So there's danger in like broadcasting, I'm in such and such company. Like that's only for like the big dogs. Like if you're not a big dog, or you haven't, I definitely believe people can create that, because let's say you want to take that route, then you would need to start incorporating that type of branding as well, because you can host your own calls. Like in this marketplace with after, I mean, when you look at the type of branding of what the leaders actually do in the industry, right? Some of the things that you see is like they're taking nice photos of themselves, right? Somebody does the graphics. Literally anybody can do that. And this is really what it is. Like authority is really about perception, right? Because if you're placing these graphics in front of people that do, they're like, well, what are you doing? They dressed up. And I was like, what's this? Yeah, and you ever notice that these leaders, they talk in terms of, hey, I want to help 100 families provide to vision, right? And people buy into perception. And so if you're able to really hone in on that in the marketplace and start to brand yourself, really work on your message, right? You can really start attracting more people to you. And again, attraction marketing is just one app. But with tools like Facebook Live, I mean, you can literally go live and start just getting out in front of masses of people. But again, I think people, they have the wrong concept, because it's like no one has told network marketers that there's a shift in the marketplace. So people are still doing the same old things. And the shift really is something that I've noticed. Like, there's some people out there that's entrepreneurs, and let's say, for instance, you're looking up stuff that say Facebook advertising, and me, I'm a nosy person, right? So like, if I find somebody on YouTube, I'm gonna dig through their channel. I'm like, oh, what? They used to be in network marketing. What? And then they've made the transition from being a network marketer to being a brand. There's a lot of people like that that's in the marketplace. Like, as a matter of fact, today I was on somebody's channel. He was, hey, how do you do Facebook marketing for network marketing? He was like, by the way, don't pitch me. But the thing that was so funny to me was that a lot of people have started off in network marketing and have made a transition. Brand.
Oh, sorry, Daniel, you're kind of out a little bit.
Sorry.
It's all good.
But that's just really what I see going on in the marketplace right now. And it's just very, very important for a person to really hone in on their craft, on their message, know exactly who they want to serve, and just get their message out there.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, and you're right about I like when you said that a lot of people are not aware of the transition, or that the market is really shifting, and like old strategies like you were talking about, people are smarter now. Like, they as soon as you hit their inbox, you say, hey, how you doing? And then nothing comes after that.
Yes.
Like, they know they're, you got to be direct with people, and a lot of things I notice is that people are marketing, their stuff, but they forget about the importance of like having the right audience on there.
Yes.
It's like they don't, they're marketing, they're like, oh, it's not working, but you don't have the audience that you're connecting, the problem to your solution. And yeah, I like, yeah, you're right. Like, and most people are not aware of that either. Like, they're just like going out there and marketing and being everywhere all scattered, and they wonder why, whatever they're doing is not working. And it's key to like build an audience. And sometimes, go ahead.
The main issue with that is that people have been taught like everybody wants your product, but it's simply not true, because the best people you could possibly find, wellness is always an example. I'm not in a health and wellness niche at all. But
yeah.
But they tend to be the people that, to me, sometimes need the most help. And here's where I see the disconnect. Wellness companies is that, yeah, they'll give you all the information about the products, right? But when you really think about it, what a person wants, right? They want to have a sexy body like when they were in high school. They probably want to start dating again. It's the emotions that they're really after, right? They want to feel a particular way. So they really, at the point of it, whether your product is like the most healthy product on there, they don't really care. They just want the result. You see what I'm saying? You can understand, after that, the next thing you need to do is get in front of those people. Right. Let's say you're in a health and wellness niche, that were already looking up, maybe looking up your product. Maybe if your product's just coming out, then you should look up for people who have tried a diet and failed at it. You know what I mean? And this one I've actually learned from one of my other mentors named Brian. And that's just really a smart idea. Like how many people have tried Atkins diet? You know what I'm saying? Those are the people. How many people go to the gym? Like, those are the people you should be target because they're taking those actions and they show that they're interested in it. You know, like for instance, there are people who sit down and watch The Biggest Loser. So I don't think that much skinny people are sitting down watching The Biggest Loser, right? Maybe
Yeah.
if that before they're like, oh, I just want to watch the transformation. Maybe, but most of the times you find interest in something because you can relate to it in some way. You know what I mean? So those are the people that you should be getting in front of, because that would be your target audience if that was your thing. And I think because people try to generalize everything, that's like 3 industries, and so and I'm like, that's such a disconnect. I was like, those like completely different industries. So you have to, the term is message to market match, right? Bring that. Someone has a problem, and Greg Gomez the third, right? And I don't know if you're everybody's familiar with what happened with Vima, right? And I think DK is coming out with another health product, matter of fact. But the FTC is on a lot of MLMs, right? Because they're saying if you're an affiliate, right, and a customer, you can't. Most of your sales cannot just come from being a person that bought a product. If everybody's coming in and they bought the product, it's like some type of bug. That's what they're saying. So it's like transition in terms of like 50. I think it's like 55%. Some of the companies that I've been around, it's like if you have 55% of your people that's customers, and then the rest of the people are actually like distributors outside to kill this. But that's really what has happened in the marketplace. But Greg Gomez is basically saying to lead with your product, find those people that's interested in your products, right? For they like 2-3 months, follow up with them like, hey, how are you doing the product, right? If they love it, then you mention, hey, do you know that you can make a small commission with that? Especially if someone has their own testimonial. This is perfect because it's no twisting of their arm and trying to convince them it's not a scam, because they actually already use the product, right? If they're on 3 months, you're not going to pay 3 months for something that you don't want.
That's true. If
you're just a customer, right? And he was, I think, and for him, that was a method that he was using, and I think he's been like 20 people a week or something like that, some ridiculous number,
right?
Just off of that method.
Wow, that's that.
So
that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Yeah, because like you cannot like a client or a customer and a feel are 2 different mindsets. One is a business builder. The other one is just they just want to use the product maybe to build their other business or consume, right? So that totally makes sense. And not to go like, hey, you want to build a business, you like right away, like straight up, because you haven't allowed the person to use a product. And if they, like you said, if they like something, then why not also monetize it?
Yeah, and it's really just finding your way of marketing in the marketplace, because it's like you can go the product route, lead with the benefits. Some people are just big into recruiting, but as long as you know that most of the people that you bring in are probably not going to do jack. That's the real, right?
Yeah.
That is the case, or they've had their hopes and dreams. Usually, what I noticed though, and this is something I've experienced personally, like if you can build an audience, right, and the people trust you to the point, even if the company fell apart, these people trust you, they'll join you in the next deal. And that's what you see over and over when companies fall apart, I'm like, oh, we're taking our whole team and they're gone. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they a whole different industry. You're like, what? Where did I go? Like, yeah, it's just like a flight, you know, and it happens like, you know, every 6 months. Like some company, you know, for whatever reason, either are leaving because somebody's dissatisfied, somebody's not getting paid, and it just happens. You know, it comes with it. The other thing that comes with this industry is knowing that it's a high turnover rate, especially in MLM. For me, which is why I tend to prefer now. I prefer, you know, affiliate marketing because it's really more program structured. You know, it's going to be based off of your own personal results, opposed to buying into you get to who get to really who get 1.5, if that.
right.
You know, so yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's crazy. Something I wrote down earlier. You mentioned was the the part of like creating content. When you say content, what exactly you mean? Like, what kind of what type of content are we speaking here? That you can kind of like provide people, as you're marketing your business.
Well, it depends. You see, it depends on where people fit in, right? Because let's say if you're in a health and wellness niche, right? And here's why I think sometimes people can feel a disconnect, because I even see this, like people say, oh, you know, I'm a fitness coach. Everybody's a coach now, right? So, you know, I'm a fitness coach, but I really love teaching marketing strategies. But like, you got to choose one, right? Because unless you're teaching your people that are coming onto your team how to market their fitness business online, then you probably should just stick with the area that you're most passionate with, right? And again, I like to pick on the health and wellness niche because my thing is, if you look at anybody that's a fitness brand, anybody that's like working out, right? If you follow those people, what are they doing? They're doing exercises. So that's the type of content that you can create, because if you're really about health and wellness,
Right.
you go to the gym, you're working out, you take your walks. You see what I'm saying? You're doing those activities. You're drinking water. You know, you're doing these activities that people that's really into health. And like my mom lives it. My mom is like a health nut. Like bores me to death with all like, Mom, I don't know what you're talking about with these terms. I don't care about that, you know. But she's into health. So that's her whole entire lifestyle. So you'll know that the person's really into it. But when you come across some people like that, a health product, all they're talking about is money, money, money. And it's like, are you really about the product or not? You see what I'm saying? It's like, again, it's a disconnect, because if you're really into health, then you should, now here's a bit of the content, you should create something, right, for people. And like, for instance, like me, you know, I had a baby 3 years ago. So like, if someone was trying to target me, like, hey, well, you know, have you had a baby within the last 5 years and you're still struggling to lose that stubborn belly fat? Yeah, okay. So that's the case. You know, you want to craft something that's going to get those people. You know, are you over the age of 40 and realizing how hard it is? Like, you want to craft something that's going to bait them in, right, to their problems. So you might want to break down just women, maybe just, you know, women over between a certain, and you want to cater to them and give them a partial solution, right? Because it's really what a lead magnet is, right? After they opt in for the partial solution, which can be, you know, it could be in a video, it can be a PDF, and this is how you should have it structured. So you can have, let's say, on the capture page, it might have been like, hey, 3 things to lose belly fat fast, right? So you can give them those 3 things, and you're like, hey, you can do all those 3 things, but I'm gonna tell you what, you're probably not going to be able to do without, you know, getting a what you call us when you say I'm not even a fitness person, right? You probably won't be able to do this without a trainer, right? So what I would suggest, you know, something that I've been using behind the scenes for the past 90 days, and I've lost 20 pounds, you know, is this product right here. Okay, that's the sample, because you baited them with the information that they wanted, because they want to know what's the tips, right? You gave them that tip, but really you knew the whole time that you wanted to introduce your product to them, right? So it has to be wrapped and packaged in a presentable way, right? That's going to be appealing to them. For your other products, you can talk about, other people who have tried the product and have had, good results. Testimonials will always work, and that is a shift that's in the marketplace. It's not so much that, because it's crazy, because really how MLMs is structured, right? They bring someone to a meeting and it's like the opportunity side. How do you take this product that we just spoke about and bring people who have this, who need the solution that we have? No, they're like, oh, everybody needs to lose weight. Everybody might want to lose weight, but everybody ain't willing to do what's necessary. Like me, I'm like, shoot, I quit after like, shoot, I didn't even try this. I didn't even try this here. But you have to do true actions and put that, whatever it is, I always should look at what your ideal prospect is already doing, right? So if your ideal prospect has these problems, where are they going for the information? That's the first thing. Are they reading magazines? Are they following people that are experts in the field? Because if that's the case, go ahead and share that type of content where you don't have to really create the content yourself, but share like, hey, if that's your audience. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Too, and like, I think that's why you really need to have a fan page and build it up as well, because like, how many people are probably interested on your regular Facebook? Like, everybody's interested in making money, but everybody's not really interested in like losing weight and essential oils or whatever the case is, right? So it's like those a little bit more niche down. So you have to really kind of get somewhere else where those people see it and they're like, very rarely do have like only 40 to 50-year-olds on their page, right? But when you look at your demographics, when you check like your audience insights, and like you go on Facebook and it'll tell you, hey, you appeal to mostly women, you appeal to mostly men, and that's what people will find out later when they do their marketing, even certain images. And like, it's crazy because today with some people like, if I try to target, this is just something that happened to me in the past, right? Like if I try to target like Ray Higgins' audience for whatever reason, not saying they're racist, they just don't, appeal to they just don't be clicking on my ads. Like they just don't relate, But maybe if I, when I'm targeting people that's like, 5 links, Holton book, they'll click on my ads. I get a better response. Sometimes people relate more to people that's the same race as them.
Yeah.
Not saying that people are racist. It's just you feel more comfortable. That's what it is. And so you understand that, maybe more women would be attracted to more women and men be attracted to men. So if you know that, maybe like if you're a mom, you might want to put stuff in your ad like, hey, I'm a mom too. Like, oh, really? Well, I can relate to that, because you want to target those people that have the same core values as you.
Right.
And that's the other thing, because people like push into like the product and like, hey, just figure it out by yourself. And you don't tell them, hey, you got to, find out who you are in the marketplace, because, hey, you need to brand yourself and like, hey, well, just pitch your product out there. Like, no, it's a little bit more than that, because it's like if you're going to be the product of the product, it's now something that should be your lifestyle. Because people have not, they just get a product, they join a company, and they just, they jump around. And I've been guilty of that, piggyback marketing. If you learn the skills of marketing, it doesn't matter what it is, right? You're going to attract people to you, the right people. For me, like I know personally, like I love, people, if they're not actively in network marketing, but I still do stuff with affiliate marketing because I've invested so much time with them. Like, yeah, I'd be crazy, but I love them still.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, it's funny you mentioned that people are like they jump around. Why do you think is that? Why people go crazy? Like, I joined this new deal. They got like that like in online marketing terms, it's called the shiny object syndrome. Like
Mhm.
this look good, I'm gonna go with that, and everything looks good, everything is shiny. Why you think that happens? Like what's tied to that?
I think originally why that happens, one, people buy into the multiple streams of income line. That's one reason, right?
Okay.
The other thing is that the high failure rate, 97%. So once someone is a buyer, they tend to be a buyer again. So, one of the best people to target for network marketing is other network marketers because my sponsor left me, woo-hoo-hoo, so I'm going to need to join another company, they sponsor shopping, whatever the case is, right? And, taking zero responsibility for, I didn't do the work myself, and I need somebody to carry me. Like,
Right.
that's the mindset that's out there. So they're hoping, and hope marketing is like no marketing at all. Because you really need to learn some type of skill set. Whether if you're going to go old school, learn and invite, right? If that's what you want to do. If you're going to, be an online marketer, learn those skill sets. But I think no matter what, you're going to still have to learn how to close. These are skill sets that you're still going to have to learn because there's still a myth in the marketplace. And we spoke about this previously about just driving traffic to a capture page.
Uh,
Yes, that
yeah.
is the initial, right? And just from my testing alone, when you just do so as depending on the quality of the traffic that you get, it's just for a lot of people it's not converting, right? So you have to really be careful with the vendors that you use because yes, you might get these leads coming in, and yes, these leads are real people, but you don't know if this list has been tired out, right? Like tired of seeing these offers.
Yeah.
So by the time they get to you, like whatever, click. Now you got to really fight to get attention in the inbox and all that. So people are like, oh, email marketing doesn't work. I don't want to have to find a way to really engage your audience, right? And so this is just something I know some people have an aversion to it, because it's so important for a person not to just send somebody to a link and you have no idea if they went there, right? And here's what I mean. Like, and I know you do pixels and stuff like that, so you can track and see how build up an audience. And I was listening to somebody else. I cannot remember the name of the podcast, like Social Media Happy Hour, very, very podcast. So network marketers, I love those ladies, right? But what they're talking about is building an invisible list, right? These are people who visited your website. So you would need a tool, like I use like Magic, right? Playlist, because the problem with sending people straight to your company site, right? Who went there in the first place, right? So I'm not going to tell people, hey, you can't send them there directly to them because there's a lot of old school people that's like, hey, go watch the video and here's the link and just go sign up. It can work, but you have to use posture. But you're not taking into effect all those people that went to your link, right? And there's no way for you to follow up with them, right? So all this time you could be building an invisible link on Facebook and be like, hey, you remember you went to my site, and introduce yourself, your brand again, to that person. This is where we're at right now. You have to really embrace this technology. Or else you just got to recruit more people. That's what it is.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, and basically the thing is that you wanna like plug yourself in, like like you said, it's like you send them to a website that they probably saw from somebody else. It all looked the same. Like there's no way that you're separating yourself, from the whole crowd. Like, you got to like bring yourself into it too, and create an authentic self of yourself, and like you be that bridge, of connecting the people with with whatever the product is or opportunity, whatever they're looking for. But they're gonna, they're gonna see you throughout. Like it has to be congruent, like the whole process. Like, okay, I saw, for example, this person sent me to this, video, and then that video like has you in it or a picture or something, or your name, and then when they receive the follow up again, it's you again. Like I see what you mean. That really, that truly makes sense. And yeah, and a lot of people, they're not really getting it. They're and that's why I like doing this type of masterminds and stuff. And again, you're passionate about it, so I'm passionate about it. Like what better people to communicate the message than people that are passionate about what they do. And yeah, and not everybody, as you mentioned before, not everybody like is not, might not be interested in what you're offering. You don't want to market to everybody the product, because not everybody's interested. Like you were mentioning, everybody wants to lose weight. No, some people are like, they're like how they look. You probably might be offending that person. You go, hey, you want to lose
Yeah,
weight?
and that's the thing, because there is a huge difference between a want and a burning desire. And you hear my son in the back.
I hear him.
You want something? Hold on 1 second. No, he changed his mind.
Yeah, sure.
But it's like it's just really a burning desire, right? Aspect for you, right? Again, if you have the right message for that person, and that's again to if they resonate with you, because when you're talking about in terms of branding yourself, everybody's not going to be for you, right? Some people might like you, and some people might hate you. Like, oh my gosh, I can't stand this dude. But that's the case. That's it. Like I know. And some people may go like, where does go with his face? Like, whatever, bye. It's not for you. You know what I'm saying? You're not a part of my tribe. It's okay. And okay. Come here, Louie. Let me go get myself real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. All right. If you're watching this right now, we're just basically talking about internet marketing and getting results online, and yeah, basically a lot of people have this burning desire of creating their dream lifestyle and how to do it online and marketing their business. So yeah, basically this is a good way, in my opinion, to really achieve freedom. You can decide your own hours, and as Daniel was saying earlier, not everybody is interested in, like, some people, they love their job. They're not interested in quitting their job. There are people that love their job, but there's a lot of people that they don't like, where they're at. And if you need a way out, this is a way out, in my opinion, because if you don't like being told what to do, you want to be your own boss, you want to decide your own hours, you want some freedom. What other way than doing either getting your own business or doing some affiliate marketing, whatever it is. This is a way to help you out, to do that. Anyway, she's back, so go ahead, take it over again.
Yeah, and it's good that you said that. But to be honest, it's just not for everybody, because people don't realize the amount of work, right? And I'll say this: you can still make money in this industry, because there's things like CPA marketing where you can just drive traffic, and get paid, right? Get paid per lead, So there are options if that's what you want to do. But when you're talking in terms of like building an affiliate business, there's a little bit more work, in terms of like you have to, close sales. unless you have a system that does that for you, or you hire people to do so. As of recent, I really became like, it just dawned on, like, I need to outsource some stuff. Outsource some stuff, right? Because I was like, I just don't have the personal time, nor do I want to do it. So I paid somebody else, to do, I did the podcast. I let them, fix the audio, and then I let somebody else, transcribe it, so it was easier for me. Down there and do everything, and I think that's the hard part. Is like, we have that solopreneur mindset. So you tell somebody, hey, you got to do this, 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 and this, and it's overwhelming. Like, oh, I got to do all this, and then they just don't do it, right? Because it's like way too much, So when you got new people, you have to like either have a system in place. Like, for instance, like, I believe if you have like certain sales funnels, there are either one or two options. You can do a sales funnel where you bring on a new team member and you switch the button, right, on a rotator for like your new people, so they can get some leads or sales when they come in. And that could probably be, in corporate co-op, right? For those people, like, hey, before they even join the team, you let them look. This is going to be an additional cost, right? To join this team, know that you're going to be paying for traffic. I have a quality sole ad vendor. That's an option. That's something you can let them know. Or you can let them know, hey, these are the sales funnels that we're using. I prefer sales funnels where available for them. So the only thing they would need to do is like, hey, this is what I need you to do is create a bridge page. Don't even touch anything else. Just do a 2-minute video introducing yourself, and this is how you have it structured. Hey, my name is Ed Blake. I'm from Houston, Texas, and just like you, I was searching on the internet for for ways to make money, and I came across this system, right? So they can use that video over again, right? And my friend Dave, he showed me exactly the system that he was using, and this allowed him to go from staying in a van to living the lifestyle that I wanted to live. So if you want to get the information, go ahead and click the link below. That's the call to action, right? So you can see the system we're using. And
I like that. I like the simplicity. It's super simple, and you'll be surprised how many people get stuck on the how to. They just get stuck in that. Is like, I don't know how to do this, or those how tos people get stuck. But it's if you could break it down like that, like how you did, like super simple stuff. I think anybody anybody can do it, but not everybody will. And in other terms. But I like that. And then you mentioned earlier about being able to track things too. Like, if you're not tracking your results, there's no way that you can actually do readjustments. Like, you can track, you can't change what you can track, in other words. So that was pretty, that was some good stuff, some good value. I mean, I'm glad you're here in this hangout, and we're just gonna, go ahead and wrap this up pretty soon, so you can continue your life, and folks, this is Danlyn Blake. I recently, met her, stumbled upon her on Facebook, recently, and I'm actually glad I did. It was I was looking at her profile, and there was some some posts that really, really hit me and got to me. It's like, again, Danley, I like the way you communicate, the way the value that you share with people, and you actually, you kind of like bring it on, like, in a way that people can understand. Like, you can really explain this to like a 10-year-old, and they'll know what you're talking about. Like literally, like, you can do that. And just follow her, follow her her page on Facebook. She has some good information in there. Myself, I'm actually going through them too, and I had a few aha moments on there, so I gotta share that with you. Hold on, you say you're from the Caribbean? What part again?
Antigua.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the time we get mistaken for Jamaicans. And there was that time where I actually met somebody from Jamaica, and she sounded like an Antiguan. I was like, what? That's how I saw why it was like Antigua and stuff like a Jamaican stuff.
That's cool. Well, I'm from Dominican Republic originally, so
Oh, really?
we're in the Caribbean. We're in the islands. I get it. I get it.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's some good content. But do you want to say any other words? And this is I don't think it's gonna be the last time. Hopefully that we can get on a mastermind. Um, Pretty soon probably we can kind of like connect other people that have any ideas to bring to the table and kind of like just hang out and everybody mastermind and bring value, real value into the marketplace. Which that's my my whole goal is to give real value into the marketplace so people can also live their dream lifestyle. It's the whole reason why we do this. Like at first, it's like to make us better, right? And then we go into the part of helping others become better too. So truly appreciate what you're doing, loving the work. And you said you have some you're working on some new things coming up too.
Yeah, working on a podcast to come on, and this thing is so crazy. Like 2 years ago, I went to a podcast movement conference, which was the first podcast conference, and here's some other things that will happen in a business, which is just like a case in point: fear. That's probably like the biggest thing that's going to hit you as a marketer. Fear, procrastination, motivating yourself to do certain things in your business, because there are going to be more times where you're like, okay, I'm going to have to pick up the phone and do some. So for me, a lot of mindset stuff that I do, I listen to a lot of 10X Rule, and if you're not first, you're last. The audiobooks by Grant Cardone, because it's like, and I'll tell you, I was able to 6x my income by like when I have dead space, or even if I'm washing dishes, because I don't like having like all my brain starting to wander too much. So like I need to focus. So as soon as I'm cognizant of certain type of thoughts, of my mind is wandering, I'm like, okay, I need to get focused, and I'll listen to that while I'm doing something else. So I've always been like more like a podcast person, because I was always like, okay, doing the strategy part, and learning strategies is good, right? However, you might find yourself struggling with the implementation, right? So if that's the case, you need to do a little bit more mindset to get yourself to do those tasks, and that's really it. Even if you can find other people to help you be accountable, so that you can, be more productive.
That's right. And that's one thing before we leave here. That's one thing I truly noticed your mindset is going to play a big part in how much success you achieve, either online or offline or anything you decide to do, because basically as soon as you something I noticed, as soon as you hit as soon as you like set a goal, what happens, you immediately get like an obstacle. And I don't know if you notice that too, but like, okay, I'm gonna do this year. Bam, an obstacle comes up. And this there are different type of obstacles. It could be internal, external.
Yes,
Go ahead.
constantly, because it's like the biggest obstacles that I think, technology, believe it or not, because I think I'm good at technology, but I swear, like your computer be lagging, you try to do something, like, oh my goodness. And if you don't know how to, like, even doing Facebook ads, like, oh, my ad is good, oh, send it, like, dude.
I think we lost you. Are you still there? Hello? Yeah, we lost you, Denley. Now, if you can hear me, since that we lost you, just gonna wait a few seconds here and see if she comes back. Just wrap it up. Okay, she's gone. write her a message very quick. Yeah, she's a great person. If you're watching this, she has a lot of she's passionate about what she does, and she gives real value. So go ahead, check her out on Facebook. Her Facebook is Denlyn Success Blake, Denlyn Success, and then Blake. And yeah, she has some awesome content on her page, and that's why I brought her up here because I truly found a lot of value. And my main thing here is to give value to the marketplace so they can go out there and create their dream lifestyle and go out there and get real results in their business, on the internet. And wait here a few seconds. Again, this is not going to be the only time we're going to do this hangout. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up very quick. Since that she lost connection, but we'll bring her on, later on. And that was Denlyn again, Success Blake. So go ahead and check her out. And if you really, you want to create success, you're struggling to really build a profitable business online, or looking to, market your business, the right way, or you're new to this and you want to know more information, just leave me your comments below, and or email me, communicate. You can message Denlyn too. So just let us know what you think of today's hangout. It's going to be a little choppy communication issues, but I believe that the value was delivered. And those simple things you can actually do to really create a successful business on the internet. It's going to take work. It's going to take you um, implementing training that you're going to get access to. So your mindset, how your mindset, how you think, your beliefs are going to play a big part of that, and how successful you become, in your business. Anyways, Michael De La Cruz here. I'll talk to you next time. And Denlyn, great work. Thank you for your delivery. Thank you for your time. And you watching this, hope you have a wonderful day, night. Wherever you're watching this from is the internet, so we get people from all over the world. Um, we get them to view this and to see this value, so they can actually get success and achieve um, the life that that they desire. Again, this is Michael De La Cruz, and I'm out.